Dangana Gemika, Getchara and Dana. I would like to acknowledge the Enowan people who are the traditional custodians of this land. I would also like to pay respect to the elders both past and present and extend that respect to the other Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people present. Thank you.
Please take your seats. Good morning, Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Caldwell, staff and students, and welcome to our Sports Assembly for 2020. Sacrifice versus choice. In a recent article in a sports magazine, a reporter interviewed an array of sporting stars, asking them, what was the things that you sacrificed as a young person growing up in order to get where you are now? Almost all of these professional sports people agreed that they had not sacrificed anything. They had simply made a choice. They agreed that when you pursue your passion, your purpose, your goals, it's not a sacrifice, it's a choice that you make. Making a healthy choice at mealtime is not a sacrifice, it's a choice you make. Deciding to go home early and get enough sleep the night before a big game is not a sacrifice, it's a choice you make. Deciding to listen and follow the advice of the coach in order to improve is not a sacrifice, but a choice you make. With all of these choices, of course, come consequences. Sports coaches dealing with elite players often suggest that the hardest thing to teach young sports people is that there is a process and there is an outcome. Most of the time, we have very little control over the outcome. We do, however, have total control over the process. Former NBA basketball star Kevin Johnson said that the greatest lesson that he has learnt from sport was to take responsibility for his choices. He said that only you are responsible for your choices, and only you can take ownership of the choices and the consequences that follow. Usually at this time of the year, we are gathered for our Starry Night of Sport. It is usually a fairly formal event where we get to celebrate all the amazing achievements of our PLC Armidale girls. However, 2020 has been anything but usual. 2020 started brightly enough with school and community sport going ahead, but for those that are not aware, it was on the eve of the grand finals of indoor hockey that the curtain fell. Sport was over overnight. Term 2 brought nothing but loads of uncertainty and confusion. Sport was on 1 minute, off the next. They talked about bringing it back in revised formats, only to end up cancelling again. Finally, in Term 3, community sport was allowed to resume. I've often spoken at sports dinners about sport teaching resilience. Resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity. And bounce back you did. In the short season that was 2020, for the second year running, PLC Armidale had some outstanding sports results. We had more teams in semi-finals and finals than any other school or club in Armidale, and that's for the second year running. While some sports may not have won grand finals or even semi-finals, however, the way that you displayed courage, sportsmanship and commitment was talked about at many sporting association meetings throughout the year. So, to you girls, I would like to say thank you. Your commitment and passion that you have shown has been remarkable. You have been tenacious on the sporting fields and, more importantly, respectful in both victory and defeat. I thank you for your dedication and enthusiasm for sport in what has been a very challenging year. It's been wonderful. Can you please give yourselves a round of applause? Usually at our sports dinner, we have parents and supporters with us. Unfortunately, that's not the case at the moment. However, I would like to take this moment to acknowledge the parents and supporters that have spent loads of time driving you to various sporting events only to have to sit in the car or sitting outside the grounds because they can't go and watch you play. So to the parents and supporters, I would like to say thank you. The college is certainly grateful for your support, and I certainly appreciate your tireless efforts. Without you, the sporting program simply would not be possible. I would also like to take this moment to thank the coaches that you've had throughout the year. We've certainly had some amazing coaches in 2020, and their dedication to see you improve has been appreciated by everybody. To the sports staff involved in the sporting program at the school, I would also like to say thank you. So to Mrs. Donaldson and Mrs. Young in the junior school, I would like to say thank you for your tireless efforts at getting the girls organised and team lists sorted and chasing up letters. To Mrs. Caldwell, thank you very much again for your support for sport throughout the year. And also to Mrs. Beresford, who is she was here this morning helping set up, but she's actually now driving to the Gold Coast to play hockey. So thank you again to all the sports staff. So can we get a round of applause for all the coaches and the sports staff? We are here today to celebrate the amazing sporting achievements of the girls. So I will now hand you across to Charlotte Caldwell, our sports prefect for 2020, to give us a sports wrap.
Good morning, Mrs. Taylor, Mrs. Caldwell, staff and girls. What seemed like last week, but was really this time last year, I had the opportunity to present my incoming sports prefect speech at the 2019 sports dinner. As I stood there, I spoke about the key qualities and characteristics that make up a PLC girl. I said, a PLC girl is strong, independent, resilient, determined and compassionate. She embodies the school values and takes on every opportunity that comes her way. A PLC girl is gracious in defeat, and she sees success as a reward that comes at the end of a sustained effort, where the journey is as important as the destination, where character is built and relationships are forged, where commitment and teamwork are more important than natural talent, where pushing beyond your limits and overcoming adversity is more important than coming first, and where sportsmanship, integrity, and humility are valued above all else. I don't think I could have been any more accurate, especially after the year we have all experienced in sport. In Term 1, the whole school swimming carnival took place with amazing participation, sportsmanship, and guild spirit. From there, as a college, we excitedly announced that the PLC 2020 Community Open Day would be featuring the Olympics Unleashed program, with Liesl Jones, Holly Lincoln-Smith, and Ian Thorpe visiting and speaking at the event. Our PLC senior and junior swimming representative teams travelled to Sydney to compete against the rest of the IPSHA and IGSA schools as they represented the college to the best of their ability. And finally, the new PLC Sports Google Sheets was created to allow girls to list their recent sporting achievements so they could be recognised. Term 2, where do I start? With the growth and concern of the coronavirus and remote learning becoming the norm, more than ever the characteristics of a PLC girl were shown. You girls learnt to adapt, to be strong, resilient, understanding and determined. With community sport being cancelled, you girls adapted and were faced with different types of sport in the form of Charlie's Challenges and Dance with Joe to keep you all staying active at home. Mr. Lesurf created the sporting team section in Energy Mate to allow girls in sporting teams to train from home and to make sure no one was left behind. We were fortunate to be able to have students come back to the campus after only a few weeks of remote learning, and as we came back together, Mrs. Graham and Miss Blackburn took part in a push-up challenge to raise funds and awareness for mental health, and as a result, they got the whole senior school on one of the days to complete push-ups with them around the flagpole. Term 3 signified the start of community winter sport for 2020, and the results were awesome. Sadly, travelling for sport was not an option this year, but our EGSA teams were still able to compete to a high standard in the local competition. At the Armidale Duathlon, PLC had a massive involvement with many teams entered and great results. And to finish off the term with a blast, the postponed cross-country carnival was rescheduled to the second last day of term, and for the first time ever, PLC had a cross-country colour run, and it was dedicated to Anya with the title Run for Anya. In my speech last year, I stated that my biggest goal for 2020 would be to increase the participation rate in all sporting events throughout the year and to increase the PLC school spirit. Even though this year has been challenging, I believe that we have come together as a college, and as a result, we will learn from this experience and become stronger, better people because of it. To Georgia Power, congratulations on being the next sports prefect. Your dedication to sport is outstanding, and I look forward to seeing what you do next year. I would like to thank Mr. Lesurf, Ms. Beresford, Mrs. Caldwell, Mrs. Eichhorn, Mrs. Donaldson, and Mrs. Crick for all of your help and contribution that you have made this year at sport at PLC during my time as sports prefect. Without you, sport at PLC would not be what it is today. The last 12 months as your sports prefect have been incredible, and I am honoured to have had the opportunity. I wish you all the best of luck in the future, and I look forward to seeing what challenge you girls decide to tackle next. Thank you.
It gives me great pleasure to commence proceedings with some of the 2020 PLC Junior School Sports Awards, and I'd like to invite Mrs. Taylor to the stage to award those. It's lovely to have the junior school be part of this morning's awards. These sports awards acknowledge the players that have shown either the most improvement over the season, the best and fairest players, or the Coaches Award, which acknowledges the individual effort, sportsmanship and commitment to their PLC team. We're going to start with our indoor hockey teams from the 2019-2020 season. Our PLC Cubs most improved player was Grace Crowley, and our Coaches Award, Georgiana Ballard. Our PLC Kittens most improved player, Harriet Minter, and a joint Coaches Award to Ariana Moore and Lola Ferguson. So I timed how long it should take the junior school girls to come down. 40 seconds is what it took Year 5 to walk down at chapel the other day. The PLC Pups, and we might, if we can remain on stage, and we'll get a joint indoor hockey photo of everyone. The PLC Pups most improved player, Alia Howarth, who unfortunately can't be with us today, and the Coaches Award, Lily Donaldson. PLC Puggles, most improved player, Grace Robertson, and our Coaches Award goes to Annie Wake. PLC Fawns, most improved player, Kimberly Blake, Coaches Award, Macy Wake. And our PLC Joey's team, who the girls are now in Year 7, but they were obviously last year in Year 6. Our most improved player was Ruby Bruin, and Coaches Award, Sophie Young. And Mr. Lesurf will continue with these senior teams.
For our senior teams, the PLC Rangers under 13s, best and fairest, Kira Pete, most improved player, Sophia Vanzella. Yeah, let's get all the indoor hockey. hockey superstars together. The PLC Rockets under-16 team, best and fairest, Jenna Marquardt. Most improved player, Isabel Freeman. PLC Go-Getters under-16 team, best and fairest, Sarah Waters. Most improved player, Amelia Wake. And our PLC Flames under-16 team, best and fairest, Pip Constable. Most improved player, Georgie Swales. All right, a round of applause for our indoor hockey players. Gracie.
We'll now go on to our field hockey winter season, which was shortened to just one term, which is term 3. But once again, as Mr. Lesurf said, the standard of play that went was magnificent. So congratulations to all girls. Under 8s Panthers, our most improved player was April Ferguson, and our coach's award goes to Mary Notley. April being one of our youngest players, she's only in kindergarten. Our under 8s Tigers, our most improved player, Mina Mahogara, and our coach's award, Sienna Nelson-Straub. And under 11s Jaguars, most improved player, Grace Robertson, and coach's award, Amelia Webb. Most improved.
In our senior teams, the PLC 4 Lightning under 13s team, best and fairest is Ali Keeley. Most improved player is shared between Ava Notley and Emily Blake, and the coach's award to Macy Wake. PLC 3, our Fire under 15 team. Best and fairest player, Chelsea Waters. Most improved player, Zoe Kelly. And coach's award goes to Ali Keeley and Kira Pete. Our PLC 2, our Division 3 team, the best and fairest player goes to Emma Duparis. The most improved player to Matilda Armand, and coach's award goes to Alex Reid. Our PLC 1 Opens team. Best and fairest, Pip Constable. Most improved player, Sarah Waters. And the Coaches Award goes to Jenna Marquardt. So a round of applause for all our field hockey players. Thank you. "2020 saw an increase in the number of girls playing rugby, and certainly the standard of our rugby team has improved greatly. For our rugby team, best and fairest goes to Georgie Swales. Most improved player to Maddie George. And Coaches Award goes to both Emma Thompson and Lily Coleman. Our rugby players. Give them a round of applause.
Our junior school touch football, term 1, most improved player Ava Notley, and our Coaches Award Sophie Bailey.
Let's give them a round of applause. Football. Again, another growing sport. We had 2 teams playing in the local competition this time round. In our under-14s football team, the best and fairest is Ellen Marsden. Most improved player, Sophie Young. And the Coaches Award goes to Alana Williams. In our under-16s football team, the best and fairest goes to Shelby Philp. Most improved player, Alex Reid. And the Coaches Award to Izzy Petersey. Round of applause for all our football team, please.
Now to our netball. PLC Go, we had the most improved player, Harriet Minter, and our Coaches Award to Gia Ayla. And our PLC Blue team, most improved to Amendri Chandrasena, and our Coaches Award, Rachel Mungle. Most improved, Harriet.
For the senior team, or senior teams, PLC 6 Storm, the best and fairest goes to Huna Mughat. Yeah. The most improved to Tico Lay, and the Coaches Award to Ellen Marsden. Tico. PLC 5 Go-Getters. Best and fairest goes to Holly Sheedy. Most improved to Mia Montgomery, and the Coaches Award to India Smith. PLC 4 Thunder. Best and fairest goes to Nathia Pinky, most improved to Sophia Wibley, and the Coaches Award to Gabby Cottrell. PLC 3 Lightning. Best and fairest goes to Lucy Young, most improved to Tilly George, and the Coaches Award to Charlotte Baker. PLC 2 Fire. Best and fairest goes to Emma Thompson, most improved goes to Josie Flint, and Coaches Award goes to Jessie Younghusband. And PLC 1 Hurricanes. Best and fairest goes to Alice Berry, most improved goes to Izzy Taylor, and the Coaches Award goes to Lily McCook. Round of applause for all our netball players. Wait.
Gold, silver and bronze awards are presented today to those students from the junior school who have shown exceptional participation and achievement levels in a diverse range of sports. These girls deserve a special congratulations on obtaining these awards in a year when so many sporting events were cancelled. In addition to these, we have also awarded some students for their effort and participation in a range of sports offered at PLC. Effort and participation, junior, Sophia Marchant, and our senior effort and participation, Macy Wake, Elsie Wake, Anna Easter Twheeler, and Ella Jenkins. If you can remain on stage, girls, until all of them have been presented. Junior Bronze Awards, Evie Donaldson and Lola Ferguson. Silver Awards, Junior, Lily Donaldson, and Senior, Meg Earl and Rachel Mungle. And Gold Awards, Junior Kate Loxley and Senior Sophie Bailey. And a big congratulations to all of these girls.
So we now come to the major sports awards for the senior school. These awards recognise the effort, participation and achievement of some of our senior girls across a variety of sports. Some awards this year have not been awarded simply because either the sport was cancelled or it was cancelled and not everybody had an equal opportunity to participate in that particular sport. So our major sports awards for 2020, starting with the Reef Cup. The Reef Cup recognises a student's dedication and consistent effort to PLC hockey. This particular person has coached and umpired for PLC in indoor hockey. They attend other trainings other than the PLC trainings. They work hard on the team. They made it into the PLC representative team. They also made the under-18 New South Wales squad for field hockey. The Reef Cup for 2020 goes to Pip Constable. The Lawton Trophy recognises a student's dedication and consistent effort to PLC netball. This person has been described as very dedicated to netball. They spend time on their own practicing their skills. They are definitely a team player, motivating their team to constantly improve. They're a member of the PLC 1 representative team. They certainly spend time assisting and training teams from the junior school. The Lawton Trophy for 2020 goes to Lily McCook. The Yeoman Shield acknowledges a student's dedication and commitment to training and the encouragement and development of team spirit in swimming. This particular person was age champion at our swimming carnival. They did make the representative team to travel to IGSA. They then made the finals of the 50-metre freestyle at IGSA. They certainly trained many days a week, and I did hear that even when the pools were closed, they were training out at Jumeric Dam. The Yeoman Shield for 2020 goes to Heidi Martin. The Tom Award recognises a student's loyalty, reliability, dependability, leadership, quiet persistence and achievement in sport at PLC. This particular person was nominated by various coaches for this award across a wide variety of sport. In a year where most sports were cancelled, or a lot of sports were cancelled, this person managed to play rugby, hockey, basketball, touch footy, get the most improved for indoor hockey, and make the PLC representative hockey team. The Tom Award goes to Georgie Swales. The Mullen Award. The Mullen Award is the player's player for football. They acknowledge a player who's made the most effort throughout the year. This person was voted player's player by her peers and coach and awarded best and fairest. She was also a member of the PLC futsal team and was recently asked whether she would join a representative team for futsal. The Mullen Award for 2020 goes to Ellen Marsden. The Spirit in Sport acknowledges the all-round participation in a wide variety of sporting areas at PLC, whilst displaying a high level of sportsmanship and encouragement. Again, considering a lot of sports didn't go ahead, this person managed to play touch football, rugby, basketball, football, and were voted best and fairest by their team members. The Spirit in Sport for 2020 goes to Emma Thompson. The Junior Team of the Year recognises the most successful junior sporting team at PLC. This team were minor premiers for Division 3. Unfortunately, they did go and lose the grand final, which I think was only the second game that they had lost all season. So the Junior Team of the Year is PLC 3, Netball, the representative netball team. Come on up, PLC 3. The Senior Team of the Year recognises the most successful senior sporting team at PLC. This team was also minor premiers for netball. They did go on to win their grand final. So Senior Team of the Year, PLC 1, representative netball team. The Student Coach of the Year acknowledges the time and effort applied by a student to develop skills of the younger members of PLC. For those that aren't aware, we have a number of senior school students who spend time in the junior school developing the skills of our youngest sports people. So this particular person did an amazing job with our junior teams and stepped outside their comfort zone. They've coached all year, both for indoor hockey and for netball. It was commented by parents that they were punctual and always prepared and put in a very consistent effort with every training session. They were also willing to step in and when others were simply not able to either make training or to make games. Our Student Coach of the Year goes to Lucy Caldwell. Year 7 Rookie Award acknowledges a Year 7 student's consistent performance across a wide variety of sports. Again, when a lot of sports were cancelled, this person managed to fit in tennis, basketball, indoor hockey, football. They were a member of the PLC Junior Representative Netball team. They also made the AD&A Rep Netball team. So the Year 7 Rookie for 2020 is Sophie Young. The Years 7 to 9 Sportsmanship Award, probably a couple of the toughest awards to work out. So the junior student who goes to training, gives their best, doesn't give any grief to the coach, referee or other players, and gives their all. Years 7 to 9 Sportsmanship Award for 2020 goes to Sammy Mazzi. The Year 10 to 12 Sportsmanship Award, again, for the senior that turns up, doesn't give any grief to the coach. This person was nominated by a few coaches from various sports. The Year 10 to 12 Sportsmanship Award for 2020 goes to Alex Reid. The Junior Sports Shield. Junior Sports Shield acknowledges a Year 7 to 9 students' all-round achievement and all-round contribution to sport at PLC. This person stepped well and truly outside their comfort zone to take up a range of sports that before coming to PLC they probably never even dreamed that they would have played. This person played in our PLC Rugby Sevens team. They were part of the PLC Rep Hockey team. They played football, they played touch football, they played indoor hockey. They currently coach a junior school indoor hockey team. And when it looked like the PLC Rep Hockey team was not going to have a goalkeeper, this person stepped up, put their hand up and said, I will take on this position, and they trained to be the goalkeeper for our PLC Rep side, having never done this before. They attended countless training sessions in order to be able to learn and improve their skills. The Junior Sports Shield for 2020 goes to Chloe Clark. The Senior Sports Shield acknowledges a student's all-round achievement and contribution to sport at PLC. For 2020, we looked at We have some people that certainly achieved a lot. We have some people that contributed a lot. And for this one, it was pretty tough to split. So for 2020, we have awarded joint recipients of the Senior Sports Shield to Pip Constable and Heidi Martin. For those that aren't aware, Pip plays in the rep hockey team, she plays indoor hockey, she plays in the rugby team, and she umpires at indoor hockey. Heidi is in the rep swimming team, the rep hockey team, plays indoor hockey, coaches a junior indoor hockey team, and umpires at junior indoor hockey as well. The last of our major awards tonight is the Olympic Changemaker Awards. Today, sorry. I'm so used to it being a nighttime thing. Okay, this award is in recognition for demonstrating the Olympic spirit through leadership and for driving positive change in the community. The Olympic Changemaker Awards for 2020 have been awarded to Lily McCook and Lucy Caldwell. Thank you, Mrs. Taylor. Usually on our Starry Night of Sport, we would have heard from all of our sports captains. However, 2020, as I've said, has not been usual and time constraints are against us. Our sports captains, they are a remarkable group of young leaders. Their dedication to the various sports has been outstanding, and the leadership that they have shown in this very difficult year has been greatly appreciated by myself and by the college. Can we get a round of applause for all our sports captains, please? Charlotte Caldwell, as our sports prefect. I've certainly enjoyed our many chats and I love your enthusiasm for all sports. You are a fantastic role model to younger girls and you have shown what can be achieved with dedication and hard work. You've certainly stepped up in this role and shown real leadership qualities in a very demanding year. You have been open to new ideas and not afraid to voice your own opinions or offer suggestions. You have always been there to assist with any sporting event, and you have demonstrated a high degree of professionalism in your approach to this role. It has been a great pleasure working with you. Charlie, could you please come forward and accept this gift on behalf of the college? In past years, we've announced sports captains for the following year, but last year we decided to change the process. If you are considering applying for a sports captain, and I would encourage all of you to do so, from tomorrow, application forms will be available from my office or from the front reception going into the senior school. It is an important leadership position, and something you all should strive to take up. I would now like to call upon our sports prefect for 2021, Georgia Power, to say a few words.
Good morning, staff and girls. I would like to congratulate all of the girls on their amazing sporting achievements throughout 2020. Not only the girls who have been recognised today, but everyone else who had a go at any sport. I know that some achievements are not recognised, but that does not mean that your achievements are not valued. Hard work and quiet persistence is what makes the best athletes. I congratulate any girl who competed, participated or achieved in any of their sports. Giving things a go is very important to me and is a valuable aspect of sport at PLC. I haven't met one PLC girl who is not willing to have a go at a sport. I want to encourage the girls to continue this have-a-go spirit in 2021, and not only encourage everyone to have a go, but to challenge yourselves to sign up for more sports. I also want to encourage everyone to support their classmates on the field. It would be amazing to see more girls coming to support and watching the variety of sports that PLC girls participate in. It has been a challenging year for sport, and I would like to thank the outgoing sports prefect, Charlie Caldwell. Your persistence and commitment to sport at PLC has been amazing, and I hope to continue this for 2021. Hopefully there will be more opportunities for sport in the coming year. I would also like to thank the various captains of the individual sports for their passion and devotion towards their sports. You play an integral role, and sport would not be the way it is at PLC if it wasn't for you. I would also like to thank all of the staff and coaches involved with sport at PLC. The sporting opportunities that are available to PLC girls are incredible, and the time and effort that it takes to give us these opportunities is appreciated. Even though some sports did not run, 2020 has still been a positive year for PLC sport, with a number of teams improving and preparing to be even better for the coming year. I look forward to a year of sporting success in 2021. Thank you.
So I'd just like to, to conclude our sports assembly, just invite Mrs. Taylor up.
Thank you, Mr. Lesurf, and I won't speak for too long, but I did want the opportunity of just congratulating all of our girls that took part in the sporting program, whether it was from swimming at the start of the year, right through to our team sports in Term 2, Term 3, and then again in Term 4 as futsal, basketball, indoor hockey have taken up. What has been encouraging to see is the number of girls that are taking part in training programs, both during the day and also in the afternoon. School is a very quiet and lonely place without you here. And so to see members of the local community training with you on the ovals in the afternoon, I think we have 60 people participating regularly in the futsal program that PLC is hosting this term, as well as the other opportunities where you girls get up very early in the morning to come and train for fitness and coaching. All of that demonstrates a real commitment, not just to sport, but a commitment to the college and to one another. I would also like to thank you for the way that you give of your sporting ability and engagement in our local community. Some of our local sporting associations would not have the seasons that they have if it were not for high levels of participation of the schools. And whilst we might be one of the smallest schools in Armidale, we are certainly a school that has a very high representation across a range of the sporting associations and activities. And I would also like to commend those girls who show initiative and see where a new sport could take up, where there is an interest in something that you and some others might have that we might not currently be offering, and you're willing to put those initiatives and ideas forward, because there is always room to be adding into the experiences of girls if you are willing to back them and be part of it. I would like to thank Mr. Lesurf for his work in what has been a difficult year for sport. He has been very well supported in the junior school by Mrs. Donaldson, and I would like to acknowledge Mrs. Donaldson's efforts there as well. Supported, of course, by Mrs. Beresford, Mrs. Young, and the other members of staff that have been mentioned. But girls, it is because of your willingness to do just what Georgia has challenged you, to get in and to have a go, to make a difference and to take part, that encourages and inspires our teachers and our staff to keep going, having a go, taking part and supporting you in your sport endeavours. So well done on another successful year of sport at PLC Armidale in 2020, and I do look forward to those really cold mornings standing beside the soccer fields and then the rugby fields and then the hockey and the netball, because what would a Saturday be without all of that? Thank you very much, girls.